Hi, it's Hans at happierman.com. Today's topic is some young men are clueless regarding their personal physical appearance. I was just out with some colleagues the other day, and we went down to the lakefront to have some after work refreshments. And a couple of the colleagues, and they're all of my vintage, right, older. And a couple of them had their early 20-something sons along, and I think they were both going to do some after this after work get together. They were going to do something, so it was natural that the sons would be along. So I'll start with they're young men, but they're working, but they did not look very good, right? Their appearance was such that I don't think younger ladies would find them that appealing. And I think as a young man, that is the time in your life when you should try to maximize your physical appearance, so that you have a chance to have some good times with cute ladies, right? And the cute ladies like their guys in their 20s or any age to kind of try to look better. And these guys, they didn't seem like they were trying. So maybe I'll start with I'll describe them and what they might do a little bit better, and how they might move forward and try to look better, so they have a chance to have some fun with the ladies that all men should have. We should all be enjoying physical relationships with attractive women, no matter what our age, and that's part of a great life, a happier man life. So the one fellow, he was wearing glasses, so that's a big no-no, right? You as a young man, you need to wear contacts. You just don't look that good in glasses. Maybe as you get older, you can get away with glasses. Probably not. It's normally you want to wear contacts so you don't have to wear glasses. It's very difficult for men to look good when they're wearing glasses. The exception is you can wear sunglasses, right, of a stylish nature, and that usually adds to your appearance. But I just mean the normal eyeglasses that you need to see better. So the one had glasses, the one did not. But the one with glasses should definitely get contact lenses. And then the one with glasses, his hair, he had nice hair, right, dark. He wasn't going bald or anything at a young age, but he had just some kind of a cut or style that wasn't very good. It reminded me of something you might have seen in the 50 years ago. I think as in your 20s, when you still have your hair, you should wear you should get it cut and styled in a more modern way. And he definitely, it just he looked more like a 45-year-old guy than a early 20 something. So the hair. He also had a kind of a full beard. Now, it wasn't big and unruly. It was kind of trimmed and all of that. But I don't know, on him, the full beard looked again, it made him look really old. I think he would be better served with maybe cut the beard way down so it's very short all over, or go with the goatee look that looks good on almost all men, where you shave the cheeks and you leave it around your mouth, and you can have sideburns. But that beard was kind of too much for him. Maybe it's better to look a little, have the tighter, scruffier 5 o'clock shadow or 2 or 3 day old beard length than a full beard like that. I'm sure he's very proud of his nice thick beard, but I don't think it did that much for him. The other thing was he had a long sleeve shirt on, which is fine, but it is summer and it was sunny and nice, so normally you should wear a short sleeve shirt when it's summertime and you're out in the sun. The other thing was he could have rolled his sleeves up. I don't know if you're aware of this, but most women like the look of the long sleeve button-down shirts on a guy when their sleeves are rolled up, so you could do that. He also had his collar kind of buttoned up tight. He didn't have the top collar button like he was wearing a tie, but it went right up, right? So you gotta learn, young men, they have to open up their collars and be a little loose and have the top button or two or three buttons open so you can see your neck and the top of your chest. Now maybe he had to wear it tight, maybe more comfortable in an office setting. He came from the office, so his office summer job, but he was in college also. But once you leave the office, there's no reason you can't unbutton your shirt a little bit and roll up your sleeves to enjoy the summer evenings. I think it was a kind of a decent shirt, as I recall. He was a little bit pudgy, not fat, but he definitely could stand to get a little flatter belly, and he could definitely stand some weight training. So probably some of the reasons he wasn't wearing a short sleeve shirt or didn't roll his sleeves up is he probably looked like he would have just little tiny arms, and the way you overcome that ugly appearance is to weight train. So men have to work on their bodies to beef themselves up, to have bigger arms, to look tougher, and that's how you do it, is the weight training. So that's a lot of things, right? Contact lenses, better haircut, different beard style, different wearing your shirt, and weight training. So 5 things, and these things don't necessarily cost that much, right? You're getting your hair cut anyway. It's just a different trying to stumble upon a better style. You're trimming your beard anyway. You got to spend, that doesn't cost anything. The contact lenses, yeah, that costs you. You might have to budget about $500 a year for that. The shirt, well, wearing your shirt, you're buying shirts anyway. It's just a matter of how you wear them, and that's not a big deal. And the weight training, well, you just get a gym membership, somewhere between $10 and $50 a month, and you can be on your way to a much better appearance. So that was fellow number 2. That was fellow number 1. Fellow number 2, more problems. He had more problems to deal with. Now he did not have glasses, so he's good there. His hair was just kind of an unruly, long, moppy mess. He definitely has to do something with that hair. I don't know why young men think that long, moppy, messy hair looks good. It doesn't. He's a bigger guy too. He would be much better served with a nice, tight haircut, maybe a buzz cut. Certainly something much tighter than what he had. It's just, I don't know. It might take him more time to figure this out because it's so moppy and so unruly. It would change his whole way of being. in addition to the moppy, messy head of hair, he had a big, unruly beard. You know, he wasn't nice and tightly groomed like fellow number one. It was just a big, messy, unruly mess, like a mountain man, or like somebody you might see on the streets, homeless, right? He needs a lot of trimming and tightening of that beard, and probably just the same goatee idea that we're talking about at minimum, and certainly tighten it down. Both guys seem to not to be kind of on the pale side. I doubt that they spent much time in the sun, and that's a big problem for young men, is you got to spend some time in the sun to get some color so you don't look so pale. So being back to number two guy, his shirt, as I recall, you know, it was so nondescript, I would call it ugly. An ugly shirt. You know, and so that you gotta buy a few decent looking shirts that fit you well and make you look good in some flattering style and color. What else? And wear it like I said, with the open top collar. And he was pretty heavy, right? He could stand to lose 50 pounds. If he lost 50 pounds, he might just be considered to get a big guy, not a big, kind of. I don't want to be unkind. Just he's overly heavy, right? And that would get back to the weight room and the eating, and I think he gives the appearance of somebody who enjoys a lot of junk food, and that is, you don't want to, as a young man, you don't want to eat that much junk food. You don't want to eat it at any age, but as a young man who's trying to look good, if you can not eat so much junk food, you're going to start to look a lot better, right? The less of it you eat, your belly is going to start to flatten out. Your skin is going to start to look better. You don't want to be drinking soda. You don't want to be eating potato chips or any kind of chip type things, or minimal French fries. Not too. I would avoid breads, rices, potato. Get to more of a meat-based, carnivore-ish diet, and cut out all the junk. Now, certainly, the junk food, it has to be more of a. I'm sure he enjoys a lot of sugary food too, but all of that you need to cut way back and hardly have any of that, and that will work wonders on your overall look, right? Because the less junk food you eat, you're going to have to make up for it with beef and meat of other sorts, and the more of that you eat, the better you're going to look. More masculine, more strengthy. You'll feel more like weight training. It'll help your skin complexion. The more meat you eat, the more time you can spend in the sun. There's it seems to be like an effect. You can eat more meat, spend more time in the sun, and not get burned. You'll do some of your own research on this, but this seems like it's the case. And I think if those two guys took some of this advice to heart, they could make a radical improvement in their appearance in months. Maybe not days, but months. They would be totally transformed. In a year, you wouldn't recognize them, right? Because the first guy, if you weight train at a high rate for a year, he'll put on 20 pounds of muscle, and he won't have a belly at all. His arms will get all thick and pumped up, and he would be in great shape for his appearance. And it would be similar for the big guy. the bigger guy, he would lose. It might take him longer to lose the weight, but he would certainly lose some of the weight in a year. And his upper body would get, and back would become much bigger and kind of be bigger in relationship to the belly that he's trying to lose. So, I hate to be so blunt with the young men. They need our love and care, but I'm caring for them by telling them, do these things. That will help your appearance. By improving your appearance, you'll have more confidence, and you'll have an easier time in talking with the girls, because they won't. They'll like you more because you look better. So give that idea some thought. All for now.